Welcome back to Miss Tracey Knows It All. We've got some callers today that need a little bit of help, but it won't be just from me, Miss Tracey. I've got a friend here today, world-renowned Dr. Carmichael, known for his advancements in relationship advice and psychology. But everybody put your hands together for Dr. Carmichael.
Thank you very much, Tracey. I appreciate you having me here. And you know, so much of my work has been focused on young men understanding the deep complexities of being in a relationship with a woman, something that we don't seem to see in our society anymore. And I'm really eager to talk to your folks about this today.
Absolutely. I have studied your background so much, and that's why I'm so pleased to have you here today, because we've got some special callers today. We've got callers that are in a bit of a unique predicament. All of our callers today will be those in situations related to paraphilia. Dr. Carmichael, are you familiar?
I believe so.
So all of our callers are in a special relationship with a lovely lady or fella that's not exactly human. I think we've got our first caller on the line now. Bradley. Bradley, can you hear us?
Yes, this is Bradley. I can hear you perfectly clear.
So, Bradley, this is Miss Tracey, and I'm here with Dr. Carmichael. Tell us a little bit about your relationship problems and that you and your partner are having.
Miss Tracey? She's a woman. Okay. So the problems that I'm having with my sweet Rebecca is that she just doesn't seem to respond to me when I ask her certain things.
Oh, my.
Besides that, she's just a wonderful woman.
So, tell me, it sounds like you and Rebecca are having a little bit of a conversation breakdown. Tell me, is this when you're fighting or all the time?
She just seems to be a little quiet most of the time these days. When we first started, it was just hours and hours of interesting conversations. And she ought to let me do things to her backside. But things have changed since then in our early marriage. So I'm really just hoping that I can reach out to her and reestablish these lines of communication.
Absolutely. Dr. Carmichael, could you chime in here maybe?
Just to be clear, paraphilia is love dolls. Rebecca is a love doll. Is that correct, Bradley?
She's a real woman to me.
That's right, Bradley.
Bradley,
she's a real woman to you.
Have you ever thought about the richness of being in a relationship with maybe a woman that might respond more to you? Does that make sense?
Well, as long as she's not as mean and hurtful as the rest of the world, I feel that maybe I'd be open to something like that, or maybe some sort of three-way thing.
So what I'm hearing, Bradley, is that you're not hearing enough from Rebecca. So I've got a little bit of my patented Miss Tracey's tips. So let's start with, if you're wanting to hear more from her, have you thought about recording your own voice in a feminine tone, putting it behind her head and pressing play, and then you could hear her say everything that you want to hear?
I don't think that's
brilliant, Doctor.
All right.
But did you have something else to say? Oh, okay. Bye.
All right, Bradley. Sounds like you got it sorted out. I see nothing but a happy future, happy and healthy and totally mentally stable future for you and your lovely Rebecca. Everybody put your hands together for Bradley.
Thank you. That's all right.
We'll hang Bradley up.
Now, it's Dr. Tracey?
Miss Tracey.
Oh, see, understand, Miss Tracey, I'm concerned about the long-term mental health of these young men. it seems to me that's a very narcissistic, one-sided relationship that he is involved in.
Oh, I totally understand what you're saying. This actually is a long-term solution because it's going to fix his problems next week. So we've got a long-term solution. Looks like we've got another caller coming on. Miguel is on the line. Miguel, can you hear us?
Calling from Mexico City.
Miguel from Mexico City, we can't hear you coming through. Is there a Miguel? Miguel.
All right, well, I guess.
Oh, it looks like Miguel might have sorted out his own problems.
Well, this brings up an interesting point, though. These young men need to be working on themselves. I feel like the doll is just sort of a surrogate. Hello?
Hello?
Is this Miguel?
Hello, this is Miguel.
Miguel, you're on a little bit of delay.
I'm in Mexico City, and this is, it's okay. We take things easy here. So, I have a problem with my woman.
Okay, tell us more. What's the lucky lady's name?
So, her name is Carmelita. And, she is a beautiful, beautiful woman. She has big double D batteries. And, and sometimes they run low. And I have to change them. Sometimes it's a bit much of the upkeep because I'm a very lazy man.
Yeah.
And I was hoping that she could take care of me. But, she is not fully automated like I would like. But, that's neither here nor there. But the real problem is her mother.
Okay.
Her mother. So her mother, as you can imagine, is a toaster. That's where she came from. At least that's what I imagine.
Okay.
And her mother she does not make toast or breakfast good anymore. She loved me when we first got together. And now she's just, she just sits there on the counter doing nothing. And my girl, she does nothing at all to correct it. And so now she's just in the way.
Miguel, I have a question for you. You say that Carmelita's mother is a toaster. Is Carmelita a mass made from all the crumbs that fall to the bottom of the toaster?
Oh, see, you found me out. Okay, so yes, I glued all the crumbs to a hairy mask, and I put it on the toaster. And really, this was the new toaster that I got. It all these fancy functions, and I love her very much.
I see where these problems arise. Absolutely. I'm sure all of our listeners today, our studio audience, understands how challenging in-laws can be.
Yes.
So my advice to you, Miguel, would be, I'm sure you're giving Carmelita tons of attention and affection as a giant mass of crumbs and dirt and little bits of fur. I would say give her mother a little bit of attention too. She'll just make her feel included. I don't know, put a tortilla in her once in a while. Something like that, I would say, might help ease the tensions in the household. That's just a Miss Tracey tip. So how about you, Dr.
Tracey, thank you.
Dr. Carmichael, do you have any extra?
Miguel, have you ever thought about maybe a healthy relationship with a woman that you don't control 100%?
That's a great point, Dr. Carmichael. A healthy relationship would be great. Miguel, is Carmelita, is she made of whole wheat pieces?
That's not what I mean.
Of crumbs?
That's not
just to make sure it's a healthy relationship?
She's mostly, the seeded bread, the fancy bread with the seeds, Dave's famous and all that.
So it's a very healthy relationship.
That's not what
very healthy, yeah.
That's not what I'm referring to. My point is
trans fat.
These men are trans fat or no, these men are delving into an unhealthy fantasy world that I'm concerned that we might not be able to get them out of. I feel like it's even possible. Miguel, is that a fake accent?
Well, I do not know what you mean. I do not know what you mean. What do you mean, fake accent? This is my real accent.
Everything about this man is fake, and he's not living in a healthy way. I'm just concerned.
I'm getting very uncomfortable with this conversation now.
Some interesting points, Dr. Carmichael. Miguel, it sounds like we've solved all your problems today. Everybody put your hands together for Miguel.
Wait. No, Senora, wait.
Alrighty, Dr. Carmichael, we have solved another happy man's problems again. Let's move on to our next caller. It looks like we have Percy from Waco, Texas. Percy.
Hello?
Hey, Percy, can you hear me? This is Miss Tracey with Dr. Carmichael.
Hello? Hi.
Percy, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So, Percy, tell us a little bit about your relationship challenges. What do you need our help with today?
I was interested in relationships.
Okay.
And I met somebody.
Oh, you did. Good for you, Percy. So tell us about the lucky person. Is it a lady?
It is. That's what the receipt said. Who am I speaking with?
This is Miss Tracey.
And I'm Dr. Carmichael.
I was asked to call this show by a friend.
Oh, your friend. So your friend thinks that you could get a little bit of help from us. So tell us what you need help with.
Well, intimacy has been an issue with me, and I think that I found the right person, but my friend doesn't think that it's a healthy situation. And shortly thereafter, I was asked to call this show.
Okay, so your friend's having a little bit of trouble with your new relationship. That's understandable. They're having to share you now with this new person. Tell us a little bit about the new lady in your life.
Well, I think, as you guys know, I'm having trouble with intimacy, like I've said before, and I realized that, and shortly thereafter, I bought one of those dolls, those special dolls. Mm-hmm. And shortly thereafter, the relationship bloomed.
Oh my goodness! Good for you, Percy. That's wonderful. What is the name of your doll lady?
Erica.
Okay, so your friend is having issues with your relationship with Erica. Do you think it's roots from jealousy of your newfound intimacy with this doll?
Definitely jealousy.
Gotcha.
Oh, for sure. I make really good money,
yep.
and I look good, and I have a fantastic personality,
and I'm sure Dr. Carmichael would agree. There's nothing more unhealthy in a relationship to a person. Nothing more unhealthy than jealousy.
There could be more unhealthy things, certainly, and I'm concerned though, Percy. It's sounding to me like you are getting very emotionally attached to this doll. Have you considered a consensual relationship with an adult woman? You can explore all sorts of things with a real woman that sexually you might not be able to do with a doll. I mean, there's certain things that with intimacy and power, things like that, like you couldn't do, say, like a fetish S&M with a doll, could you?
Dr. Carmichael, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what you can do with the doll. I mean, my Russell back home. I mean, go on.
Miss Tracey, you sound interesting. Like Dr. Carmichael, you keep interrupting.
Well, thank you, Percy. You sound like you were kicked in the head by a horse, but that is neither here nor there. So it sounds like you're having to deal with jealousy with your friend in your new relationship. I would suggest maybe purchasing a real doll for your friend so they don't have these feelings of jealousy about you and your new lady. I mean, I know that when I got into a relationship with my Russell, a lot of my friends were jealous until I also bought them dolls as well.
Did you kill Russell?
What?
Too? Did you kill Russell too?
I think we've had enough of Percy on the line today. Everybody put your hands together.
Hey, hello? Yeah, hello?
Percy, yes, we're here.
Yeah, hello?
Percy?
Are you still there?
Yep.
Yes, we're here. We're here.
I just was wondering if you kill the real ones too.
All right, that's been another episode of Miss Tracey Knows It All.
Miss Tracey, in all good conscience, you have to stop doing this show. This is unbelievable.
Oh, I think we helped a lot of people today, Dr. Carmichael. Thank you for coming on. I think we've all found some takeaways here that we can use in our own lives, our own relationship.
These men live in a myopic world of terror. And
Next week, come back and we will talk to men in love with animals.
please don't do that. I'm begging you not to do that, Miss Tracey.